You know, guys, I realized that I kind of did something kind of bad, and that was forgot to tell you guys who won Music Madness in an official video like I said I was going to, so I'm going to rectify that right now. I just tried to pick up a soda can that had no soda in it. It's a problem. But at any rate, I had announced the results in another video, but it's a video for an album review, and well, that really doesn't help that much. For those of you who don't view each and every one of my reviews, only the ones that kind of interest you. So I need to announce the results formally. Now, of course, Music Madness was the tournament that I had going on over the summer. 64 bands entered, and we were down to the final two in the last video that I had regarding the Music Madness. It was Opeth versus Iron Maiden. And I know that I definitely need to share these results, considering over the past couple of days I have still received a couple more votes. Now, unfortunately, for those of you who voted, thank you. The votes really didn't make a difference or a factor into the decision here. However, I do appreciate the fact that you guys went in and voted, even though it was a landslide, so to speak. In fact, it looked like it was going to be a larger landslide than it actually was. However, your 2010 Music Madness tournament winner is Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden defeated Opeth in the finals. It was a very, very lopsided vote, really, I'll be honest. Opeth really didn't pick up that many votes until nearly the end, and then Iron Maiden started sweeping it. And let's face it, I mean, I love Opeth to death, and I, of course, just did the Up the Irons week, so either way, this was a win-win scenario, in my opinion. I would have had, if I had to make the pick, I would probably have to go against my favorite band of Opeth and just go with Iron Maiden for the sheer fact that they are, you know, the classic band that they are, not to mention they're one of very few metal bands that can claim that they have sold over 75 million records worldwide. I mean, the results are there, the music speaks for itself, the legacy speaks for itself. I mean, this is a band that I would probably put above Black Sabbath, not so much in the importance factor of making metal into a mainstream commercial and monolithic project that it is now. However, whenever it comes to really influence and just universal appeal, this is Iron Maiden's one of those classic patriarchs of metal, and they have always been able to kick ass even during their moments of weakness. And hopefully the Up the Irons tournament kind of showed that to you. Now, I'm going to do something else here. I'm not going to make this video to be totally about Music Madness. I'm actually going to return to an old favorite of the question of the week. It is Sunday, so we have a full week, so you guys can answer the question for the duration of the week, and it's going to be an interesting one. This is a question that's kind of been done before, but I know that a lot of you guys are metalheads, and I know that some of you may not be. So if you are a metalhead, I want to know what your guilty pleasures are outside of metal. And if you're not a metalhead, I want to know what your guilty pleasures are outside of your favorite genre of music. So this is kind of a question where I'm asking you to kind of think outside the circle and think about the different things that you like that aren't related to your favorite genre. Now, myself personally, if you've been a fan of the Cover Killer channel, even back whenever it was just known as Cover Killer, you know that I am definitely a very diverse hat. I have a very, very distinct love for all forms of heavy metal, but at the same time I also do love a lot of grunge, a lot of alternative. I listen to some trance techno, some rap. I listen to a little bit of everything, and I noticed that the one big thing I've been sampling and really digging lately has been the indie scene. And I definitely can't sit here and say that a couple of you guys haven't been a primary influence of that. Especially whenever it comes to the band The Black Keys. I definitely can trace the roots of my interest in this band back to Sir All About Music and The Needle Drop, and also one of my co-workers at FYE. So there was definitely a lot of interest. A lot of people around me seemed to be really interested in this band, seemed to really enjoy this band, so it gave me more of a reason to kind of step out and sample it. And so I have, and to be perfectly honest with you, I recently learned that the Black Keys and Kings of Leon were supposed to come to town here in Pittsburgh in about a week or so, but that show has been canceled. And you know, before this past couple of months, where I really didn't know much about the band, the Black Keys, it really wouldn't have bothered me that much. In fact, it wouldn't even been something that I would have sought out. Actually, now I'm kind of disappointed because I kind of wanted to go. There's a lot of concerts coming up in the metal world here in Pittsburgh. Killfest is coming. Watain is coming with a couple of other bands that was supposed to be the Behemoth tour, but of course Behemoth is not going to be showing because of the because of the tragic circumstances with Nurgle. Of course, there is the Triptychon in 1349 show that's coming up as well, and Nevermore coming with Forbidden and Evil. 4 huge shows that are going to be occurring within October and November that I'm definitely trying to score tickets to and get you guys some info and hopefully some pictures, maybe some video, all depending on what I'm allowed to do. But yeah, the Black Keys and Kings of Leon show have been really nice for a change. It was going to be the first show out of the 5 that I was hoping to go to this fall, and you know, I really kind of just wondered what some of your primary guilty pleasures are. That's what they're really, that's what they call them, guilty pleasures. The things that you really don't mention them as much because sometimes you're stuck within a collective that has kept you from really exploring that side or really being vocal about it. So I want to hear the answer to this question, whether it be in a video response or whether it be in a comment below this video here. Once again, I'll repeat once again that Iron Maiden did win the 2010 Music Madness Tournament, defeating Opeth. Thank you to everybody who voted in the Music Madness Tournament throughout this summer, and hopefully I will have something kind of like it, or some little handy-dandy little gimmick like that to really get you guys involved a lot as a collective, as opposed to just whether or not you like the album or like the band or not in the future. So I'll actually accept suggestions for that as well. But for right now, I really want to hear what your guilty pleasures are. Let me know. Take care, guys.